Alright, welcome to another part of Gears of War 3, returning back to my 20-minute part. Structure, I guess, would be the word. Mainly because rendering anything longer than that inside freaking 1080p is going to be pretty crazy. And since this game is naturally 1080p, I think, if I look in the back of the case, which I don't have the case here, but the other two Gears of War are 1080p. And since I'm finally able to record in 1080p, I may as well. So yeah. We are going back to the shorter part method. And we're just gonna see what happens, because that right there was a nice little cut, nice little hanger, cliffhanger, I guess, whatever. Just gonna kill these guys and move on with our day. So, what's happening? Today's Tuesday, probably, I hope. Probably not, since I'm been really lazy with my uploading schedule. I know, sorry. And, I don't know, not much is happening, really. Except for by the time this comes out, I'll be playing Pokemon. Alright! Oh my god, I'm looking forward to the 6th gen, but I also have this suspicion that it might actually not work, even though it's getting good reviews right now. I don't know. It has a lot to live up for right now with how much it actually wants to do. Oh well, I have actually been thinking about what games I should do in the future, and one of them that came to mind, but I decided not to, was GTA 5. I actually thought about it heavily, like maybe I could do it, maybe I should do it, but I decided against it because if we look at how many of my playthroughs over this year have been impulse instead of planned, BioShock, Dead Space 3, BioShock Infinite, I mean, then Dead Space 3, The Last of Us, Tomb Raider, and Final Fantasy 14. That's 5 games that have been impulse instead of planned. Even though they have been by far, The Last of Us and Final Fantasy 14 have been my most successful playthroughs this year, and probably my most successful playthroughs of my whole YouTube thing, I guess, because they're the only ones that get consistently a lot of views. Anyways, to my knowledge, if they actually do get that low, they will just revive themselves. So, I don't know. I guess you may want to worry about it, but probably not. I'm not playing on the harder difficulty, so it shouldn't punish you too much. Shit. Messed up that. Ooh, grenades. Let's get that grenade. It's a good thing it's like the regular Gears of War controls, because I actually have these memorized. If I was trying to play Gears of War Judgment, it would take me a few episodes to get used to it. Alright. This is the best new addition to your repertoire, I guess. We are going to spray this thing down with a freaking fire hose. Yeah. The best new weapon added to the game, and you only use it twice. It is by far the best weapon, though. I mean, like, you can't argue how good this thing is. Like, look at that. You just spray everything. Nothing is immune to your power. By far the most... It puts out fires. Okay, no other gun can put out fires. No other gun in the game puts out fires. By far the best gun. Other guns can start fires, but not put them out. Alright. Prescott, hold on a moment. We're dealing with some lambent here. We'll save your ass a moment. Alright.
You must take off. Why not? Well, find someone to do it. Oh, very well. Stand by.
Michelson's gone.
Phoenix, get down to the hangar. The helicopters are under attack. We need to get them airborne right away.
Are you wounded?
Yes, but
Then you stay here, and you don't move until we get back. Understood?
I'll try not to get myself killed, Sergeant.
Yeah, you do that. I'm not the conversational type. But when I get back, I want a nice, long chat.
I'll come back and give you first aid as soon as we've got the choppers away, okay?
We should have handcuffed him to a pipe, in case he does another disappearing act.
He's not going anywhere without his chopper.
Alright.
Delta to hangar deck. KR units. Anyone down there? We've got to get those ravens in the air.
Delta, this is KR-03. My bird's attacked, but my crew's down. I need a hand.
Hang tight. We're on our way.
So yeah, there we go. Let's move on for a day. So as you guys can tell, I'm probably not gonna go by the chapter method that's already given, but I might. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because it would make it a lot easier for dividing my my parts up, I guess. But then I have some really short parts. Because there are some really short chapters. Like we would have done that inside Gears of War 1. I would have had a 50-second episode, if that. Because there was one chapter in the game that was just you walk through a door, you walk down a hallway, you walk through another door, chapter's done. That was the whole chapter. So, and there wasn't even dialogue. Well, not major dialogue anyway. They were just kinda like, so how's your day? Oh, my day's fine. I'm over here killing locusts. What are you doing? Oh man, I'm sniping locusts' heads off because I can. Oh man, that sounds cool. It's like, yeah man, it's cool. Why don't you come down here? We'll snipe them together and we'll have a good day. And so, yeah, sure man, we'll hang out. Oh my god. Oh jeez. Not using cover, I see. Ooh, grenades. Grenades. Oh, I can't use grenades. Okay, fine. I'll toss a grenade. Oh my god. That landed in the food. My bad. It landed in the food. So I kind of blew up all the food. We have no food left, guys. I'm sorry. Oops.
Just checking. I'd hate to lose you all over again.
Lol. Still a very gritty game.
Give me that.
Just, you don't want to actually be as close to them as you normally are used to, probably. Because Chainsaw's not as good anymore because everything explodes.
We're almost there. We just have to get through the storeroom.
And these are a new addition to the game, I believe. They actually have doors that require 2 people to open them. That way, when you're playing co-op, you have to at least have someone who's ready to go forward with you. Also, I think this is the earliest you can ever get a bolt-action pistol, which is definitely not my favorite pistol in the game. And look at the fire. Do you see that fire? Look at it. See, the bolt-action cannot put it out, thus proving the fire hydrant is the best weapon in the game. Anti-fire for the wind. Alright, so one nice thing about this area is if you have the scoreboard on, and if the people are actually... Ooh, a chicken. Kill the chicken, kill the chicken! Gotta kill the chicken. Gotta make it explode. Damn it, it just explodes. It doesn't actually turn into a giant fireball of death. So anyways, one nice thing about this area, well not really nice, but a nice little touch I guess of the game, is if any of your people who are helping you out die, and you have this actual scoreboard on, you actually see their names, and it's kind of nice. Nice little touch added to the game, I guess. Even though I'm pretty sure you can just hover your cursor over their name and you'll see them anyways. Like, no you won't. Okay, never mind. Drudges where? Oh, there. Okay. Anyways, these lovely things, as you just found out, are called drudges. You have your regular lambent locusts, you have your drudges, you have your drugs, you have your little crawly things. I have no idea what they're actually called. Oh, man, I just can't think of any other names. I'm stuck with Dead Space names right now, and I don't know why. I haven't really played Dead Space. I want to keep saying Leaper for the little guys. The Wretches, yeah, that's what they're called. Lambent Wretches were first introduced inside Gears of War 1. The first hint that we're actually going to have exploding enemies. Though I'm pretty sure that wasn't actually fully planned at that time. They had the general consensus, but not like the actual full idea of where they were going to go at that time. Because I know I have a hard time planning out a whole story that's like this big, for example, that covers 3 to 4 years. Anyways, they have Lancers, and right there you saw an actual example of stopping power, which is actually in the game from the start now. So stopping power is when you are going forward and you get shot, well inside this game anyways, when you get shot, and as you're moving forward, if you run forward and you keep getting shot, you actually slow to a very slow crawl, and it's kind of annoying. Whatever. That guy's a shotgun. We'll use our shotgun, which can't do anything from that distance. Whatever. We are now going to do this. Boop.
One away, one to go. KR-03, are you ready to launch?
I'm pinned down at Bay 3. I can do with a hand here.
Hang tight, we're on our way.
Alrighty then. Picking this up. And I don't think we lost anybody inside that last area, so we are doing good, I guess. Not really. It's been so long. Also, one thing you probably noticed is that they raised the...
Time to turn and burn.
Well, probably not actually. They raised the Lancer back up to a 60-shot weapon, and it was 50 in the beta, then they raised it to 60 again.
Holy shit.
And there was a lot of stuff that went on with the Lancer. It was 60 in the original game. It went back down to 50 for Gears of War 2. And it went up to 60 for Gears of War 3 after the beta. So yeah. So it's really nice that they brought the Lancer back to its, not really full power, but its full bullet count, I guess. Because it's definitely not as strong, but it's still really good.
Sink that bitch before we lose anyone else. Find the left controls.
Alright, so it's like my word that I'm going to be saying a lot, evidently, inside this playthrough. We want to mow them down right there. Because that actually works. On any other difficulty, I probably would have just got wrecked. This is one of my most hated areas inside the entire opening segment, I guess. When I tried it on the hardest difficulty, it was really annoying. By the way, the reason why I said this is the hardest game of the three if you play it on the hardest difficulty. Well, while Gears of War 1 had the same method on the hardest difficulty, Gears of War 1 had the same method on every difficulty. Where if you died, well, you died. You couldn't, like, you went down, you died. You could not be brought back by your teammate. This game is like that only on the hardest difficulty, Insanity. But on Insanity, everything explodes, basically, and it's just painful, and you get the idea.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, this is a lovely
The
mess.
whole deck's on fire. Come on, flood it. If it spreads, we'll lose the fuel tank.
You know, is it wrong if I say I don't know what actually started the fire? I guess it's the lambent, so that's all I can guess. This area was kind of a pain when I did it on the hardest difficulty. By the way, I never actually beat this game on the hardest difficulty. I gave up on the segment right after this. So, yeah, I never beat it.
We're blocked off. Open the water valve.
Oh my god. Alright, so we're gonna do this.
One. We need to open
And
two more.
look at that. We were able to stop it without a freaking fire hose thing. So, well, not that bad. So one of the nice little things right here is your visibility degraded, and that's because of how smoke's actually, you know, lingering and stuff. There's another Hammerburst for all you lovely folks who are more of a fan of the Hammerburst, which is still not like the traditional Hammerburst, by the way. Haha! It's like the Gears of War 2 Hammerburst, but it still has a headshot bonus, which is why it's not used in why it wasn't never. Well, it was once, but why it was not used in competitive play anymore. And you actually got suspended, or not suspended, you got a penalty for using the chainsaw. Which, by the way, you actually have a regular melee inside this game with the chainsaw. I lied! You don't! Maybe I'm thinking of Judgment, I don't know. Yeah, it's Judgment. I think you have to, yeah, probably.
Alright, that's two. One more to go.
Alrighty then. Ooh, lag.
Hey, get out of there! Those tanks are gonna blow!
You should have listened!
Oh, damn it!
Now you have to freaking take your power weapon of choice and mow down the fire. I actually find this really weird. Why was this added into the game? It's not really necessary. I know, I made it sound like it was the best weapon in the game before, but it's not really.
That thing can't take a hit.
Everyone okay?
We must be in engineering. Miracle we didn't get killed.
Alright, so let's move on.
Marcus, woo! That's one big, ugly motherfucker.
Cole, can you see this shit? Where's your bird?
Baby, we got a grandstand view. We're crossing the bridge right above the ship.
Any way you can kill this thing from where you are?
Putting it scientifically, we need to blow his brains out his ass.
We'll get Baird to come up with an idea. Come on, we've got to find a way back up to the flight deck.
All lifeboats away. I repeat, all lifeboats away.
Watch the tentacles! Look out! It's smashing through the deck!
Oh. All that equipment gone. Oh my god. So, I don't know why I keep saying so. It's not the best word. Whatever. So, I did it again. The best boss fight from Gears of War 2 was by far when you fought the fish thing. At least I felt like it was the best fight. I mean, Scourge was kind of an alright fight, even though you never actually fought him. It was more like you were fighting his pet, and I didn't really like that. Either way, these little things are now going to be attacking you, and it's not really fun, but you know what? You have to kill them. You have to kill him. That thing is not happy. What's it called, the Leviathan? I don't know. Wait, I don't think we're supposed to go that way yet. I think we actually died if we go that way. Ah, there's so many exploding piggies. This is the only complaint I have about Gears of War 3. And I'm probably going to complain about it a lot, even though to me it doesn't really detract from it being the best. The enemy choice is very poor, I will say that. It's not great. It's poor.
Okay,
like, why does everything have to explode? I get they're lambent, but you didn't have to make them the only enemies for a good majority of the game.
Can you lower that bitch to the front end so we can give it a headache?
Animals just love me. Stand by, Cole.
Alright, no talks, I guess. Gonna get ammo. Move on with our lovely day. Once again, a door you need 2 people to open.
We're gonna need a bigger cattle prod. Let's use the 2 silverbacks in the maintenance bay.
And this was a real big pain on the hardest difficulty. I kept dying because it moves a whole lot faster on the harder difficulties, just to let you know.
Okay, the 2 silverbacks are in that bay.
And this is where I gave up. It didn't take long for me to give up at this point. Alright. So one of the coolest new additions to the game is actually mech suits, aka the silverback. It doubles as an offensive defensive wall, I guess. Your friends can actually hide behind you and take cover behind you if you set up like that. You set up like this, where you can shoot rockets, your friend can actually take cover behind you, and it's kind of cool. So, you have 2 weapons here, your minigun, which you'll be using at this point, and you press A, you go into a rocket stance, where you can then shoot your rocket. So, yeah. Kind of cool. We need to press B to open this while we're in our walking mode, and, here we go.
Oh my god!
It's back!
The Leviathan! Shoot it in its big, ugly eye! You need to pop the eye, and then you just need to keep shooting the eye socket afterwards. Because we all know, when it comes to giant boss fights, when there's a giant glowy part on their body, you need to shoot it.
Oh, that's nasty!
Shoot it in the face!
Yeah. This is... I don't know, it's a fun boss fight, like, it's alright, but it could have been better. Just like always. Anything can always be better. That's a lesson to learn. Do not be afraid of getting out of the suit if you're taking too much heat. Like right now, I'm taking a lot of heat. On any difficulty but hard difficulty, you will actually die. When I say that, I mean, I lied, sorry. I rewinded. Let me rewind. I think you actually die if you go down inside the suit because the suit explodes. So just be careful with your health. don't be afraid to get out of it and take cover. And be warned right there, your teammates will not actually try to help you. Because that guy was right behind me. So, let's go for a second round. Round number 2. You have to do a ton of damage to it, and as we all know, when you play Gears of War, there are 2 things that happen depending on the difficulty chosen. Well, 2 things happen no matter what. If you're playing on the easier difficulties, your damage output is increased, and the amount of damage you can take in is actually increased. It is opposite if you go on a harder difficulty setting. So your damage output is decreased, but your intake is increased. So you take way more damage. And that is how it has worked inside all of the Gears of War games. It's kind of like an RPG inside that sense, where, you know, the easy mode, you dish out more hit point damage and stuff. So it's kind of like a freaking RPG inside that sense. That's how I like to think about it. And it's one of the interesting things of the game for me is how it's, even though it's a cover-based shooter and all that stuff, how it's kind of like an RPG.
Position. You ready?
Yo, give us a minute.
Tell Barry's just blowing shit up, not right the goddamn scenery.
Yeah, but we got our own problems up here.
Oh, you're gonna be scraping us up in a bucket if you don't get a move on.
Well, find some cover fast, or else you're gonna be swimming in some glowy gravy.
Cover, Delta!
Man's dropping tickers!
What the hell's he thinking? Run!
Hey, I thought you'd enjoy the witty irony of Grub on Glowie Leviathan.
Yeah, fucking hilarious! You're gonna blow up the whole ship, genius! Get clear! Jump!
And with that, we will end it right here, because it's actually going to go into a different segment I do not want to show yet. So next time, we're going to see that whole thing from a different angle. The only time we actually do this in the game, by the way. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.